Are you truly living your best life in your golden years? You might think you are. After all, you're doing what you've always done, following the routines you've built over a lifetime. But what if I told you that some of those daily habits, those little things you barely notice anymore, could actually be holding you back? Imagine waking up each morning feeling vibrant, strong, and fully connected to the world around you. Picture yourself moving with ease, sharing joyful conversations with loved ones, sleeping peacefully through the night and feeling mentally sharp and clear. But for so many of us, that vision is slipping further away. And it's not because of age. It's because of certain habits that we unknowingly cling to. In today's video, we're going to uncover 5 habits that might be sabotaging your golden years. These aren't just harmless routines. They're subtle traps that can steal your health, drain your energy, and cloud your mind. Whether it's skipping that daily walk, avoiding social connections, tossing and turning through sleepless, letting your mind go idle, or dwelling on past regrets. Each of these habits can quietly undermine the quality of your life. But here's the good news. It's never too late to change. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. All it takes is a single step, a small shift in perspective, and the courage to let go of what no longer serves you. So stick with me until the end of this video. Together, we're going to explore how to break free from these 5 habits and step into a life that's not just longer, but fuller, richer, and more deeply satisfying. Let's dive in. Habit 1. Ignoring sleep hygiene. The hidden danger to your health. You know that feeling. Lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, eyes heavy, yet your mind wide awake. The hours tick by, and the rest you so desperately need feels just out of reach. Maybe you toss and turn, adjusting the pillow, flipping the blanket, trying to get comfortable. Or perhaps you get up, wander the house, and sit in the quiet darkness, hoping sleep will finally come. For many of us, sleepless nights have become a familiar part of getting older. We tell ourselves it's just part of aging, that restless sleep is something we simply have to accept. But here's the truth. Poor sleep isn't just a frustrating inconvenience. It's a thief quietly stealing away your health, your energy, and even your joy. When we're young, sleep comes so easily. We close our eyes, drift off, and wake up feeling refreshed. But as the years go by, sleep can become more elusive, slipping through our fingers like sand. And it's not just about feeling tired the next day. Lack of sleep can do so much more than make us feel groggy. Did you know that poor sleep can weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to illnesses? It can cloud your mind, making it harder to remember things, focus on conversations, or think clearly. It can even affect your mood, leading to irritability, sadness, or a sense of disconnect from the world around you. But the dangers don't stop there. Studies have shown that chronic sleep deprivation can increase the risk of serious health issues, heart disease, diabetes, even dementia. And all because of something so simple, so basic, so vital: sleep. So what can you do? How can you reclaim those precious hours of rest and wake up feeling truly restored? It all starts with creating a sleep routine. One that soothes your mind, relaxes your body, and signals to your brain that it's time to wind down. Start by setting a consistent bedtime, just like you did when you were a child. Your body thrives on routine, and going to bed at the same time each night can help train your internal clock. Next, think about what you do in the hour before bed. Are you scrolling through your phone, watching TV, or reading stressful news? Those bright screens and stimulating content can trick your brain into staying awake when all it really wants is rest. Instead, try something calming. A warm cup of herbal tea, a gentle stretch, or a few deep breaths to release the tension of the day. And don't forget the power of a peaceful environment. Dim the lights, lower the temperature, and surround yourself with softness. Cozy blankets, comfortable pillows, and a calming scent like lavender. These small changes can signal to your body that it's time to relax, to let go, to drift away. But what if your mind is racing? What if your thoughts keep spinning, keeping you awake? This is where journaling can be a lifesaver. Keep a notebook by your bed and jot down anything that's weighing on your mind. A worry, a to-do list, a lingering thought. Putting it on paper can help clear your mind, making it easier to let go and settle into sleep. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, try not to panic. Instead of tossing and turning, get up. Take a few deep breaths and do something calming. Maybe read a few pages of a light book or listen to soft, soothing music. Then, when you feel your eyes getting heavy, return to bed and try again. Remember, sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the time when your body repairs, your mind resets, and your spirit restores. And you deserve that rest. You deserve to wake up feeling renewed, recharged, and ready to greet the day with energy and clarity. So tonight, give yourself the gift of sleep. Treat it as an act of self-love, a promise to your body and mind that they matter, that they deserve care and attention. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and let go of the day's worries, of tomorrow's to-do list, of everything that keeps you awake. Because every night is another chance to rest, to heal, and to wake up feeling like the best version of yourself. And that, my friend, is a gift worth giving, night after night after night. Habit 2. Skipping physical activity, a quiet thief of your independence. It's all too easy to let physical activity slip through the cracks, isn't it? We tell ourselves, I'll go for a walk tomorrow, or I'm just too tired today. And before we know it, days turn into weeks, and weeks into months. Maybe your knees ache or your back feels stiff, and it just seems easier to sit down and rest. But here's the thing. Every time you skip that walk, that stretch, that little bit of movement, you're not just taking a break. You're giving away a piece of your independence. Imagine your muscles as your personal bodyguards. Strong, reliable, always there to catch you when you stumble. But when you don't use them, they begin to weaken quietly and slowly. You may not notice it at first. Maybe you feel a bit more wobbly when you get up from a chair, or a little less steady when you're carrying groceries. But over time, those small signs can become life-altering events. Think about it. A simple fall can change everything. A fractured hip, a sprained ankle. These aren't just physical injuries. They're moments that can steal away your confidence, your sense of freedom, and your ability to do the things you love. And the risk of falling increases dramatically when we let our bodies weaken through inactivity. But it's not just about the physical consequences. Think about how it feels when you skip that walk. Maybe you tell yourself you deserve the rest, that you're too tired or too old to bother. But deep down, you know that sitting all day, every day, isn't really rest. It's stagnation. And that stagnant feeling can seep into your spirit, making you feel less alive, less connected, less capable. But here's the good news. It doesn't take much to turn it all around. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. You don't need to join a gym or sign up for a fitness class. Just start small. Take a 10-minute walk around your living room, your yard, or down the street. Stretch your arms and legs while you're watching TV. Stand up and sit down a few times to strengthen your legs. And as you move, notice how your body responds. Feel the way your muscles wake up, the way your heart pumps a little stronger, the way your breath feels more alive. Each step you take isn't just movement. It's a promise to yourself, a promise to stay strong, to stay connected, to keep holding on to your independence. Because the truth is, every little bit counts. Those 10 minutes a day might seem small, but over time, they add up to stronger legs, a healthier heart, and someone that feels more awake and engaged. And when you make that commitment to yourself, when you choose to move, even when it's not easy, you're not just taking care of your body, you're taking back control of your life. So today, stand up. Take that walk. Embrace those small moments of movement as acts of self-love, because every step you take is a step toward a stronger, more vibrant you, and you deserve that. Today, tomorrow, and every day forward. Habit 3. Avoiding social interactions, the silent thief of joy. There was a time when life felt fuller, wasn't there? Maybe it was when your house was bustling with kids, friends, dropping by unannounced, or when you were working, surrounded by colleagues every day. But now the days are quieter. The phone rings less often. The invitations come less frequently, and little by little, without even realizing it, we begin to pull away, not just from others, but from life itself. At first, it doesn't seem like a big deal. Maybe you skip a coffee date because you're feeling tired. Maybe you avoid a family gathering because you're self-conscious about how you look or how much you've aged. Or maybe you tell yourself you're just too tired to keep up with the conversation. But soon those small decisions add up. Days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months, and before you know it, isolation has crept in, like a fog quietly wrapping itself around your heart and mind. And here's the thing. That isolation doesn't just make the days longer or the nights lonelier. It does something deeper, something more damaging. Loneliness can seep into our bones, weaken our spirits, and even steal away our health. Studies have shown that chronic loneliness can lead to depression, cognitive decline, and even heart disease. It can make us feel like a shadow of who we once were, invisible and forgotten. But here's what I want you to remember. You are not invisible. You still matter. Your voice, your stories, your presence, they still matter. And it's never too late to reconnect, to reach out, to let the light back in. Reconnecting doesn't mean you have to host a party or fill your calendar with endless activities. It can start with something small, a simple phone call to an old friend, a warm greeting to a neighbor, even a quick text to say, "I was thinking about you." Those small acts of reaching out can break through the fog of loneliness and remind you, and them, that you're still here, still vibrant, still a part of the world. Think about the moments that once brought you joy. Was it playing cards with friends, meeting up with old colleagues for lunch, volunteering at a local community center? You don't have to do all those things, Agan, but maybe you can do one. Maybe you can call up a friend and say, "Hey, it's been too long. Let's catch up." Or join a local group that interests you, whether it's a book club, a gardening group, or a walking club. You might be surprised at how much warmth and connection are still out there, just waiting for you to step back in. And let's not forget, connecting with others isn't just about filling the silence. It's about nourishing your soul. It's about feeling seen, heard, and valued. It's about sharing a laugh, a memory, or even a tear with someone who understands. And when we connect with others, we reconnect with ourselves. We remember who we are, what we love, and why we matter. So if you've been closing the door, drawing the curtains, and telling yourself that nobody cares, open that door just a little. Let the light in. Reach out, even if it's just one small step. You might be surprised at how much life and love are still waiting for you, just beyond that first hello. Because the truth is, we're never too old to make new friends, to rekindle old connections, or to feel the warmth of human connection. It's not too late, and you're not too old. You're still here, still living, still capable of creating beautiful, meaningful moments. So today, make that call. Send that message. Say that. Hello, and watch how the world responds. With warmth, with love, and with open arms. You're not alone, and you never have to be. Habit 4. Neglecting your brain. The quiet decline you don't see coming. Think about it. Your brain is the command center of your entire life. It holds your memories, your passions, your wisdom. It helps you recognize the faces of loved ones, recall a cherished song, or share a story that brings a smile. But what happens when we stop using it, when we let it sit idle day after day, without giving it the stimulation it craves? Imagine a garden left untended. The flowers wilt, the leaves dry up, and the once vibrant colors begin to fade. Our brains are much the same. When we don't nourish them, when we don't challenge them, they too can start to wither, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, silent process, a fading that you may not even notice until one day you can't remember the name of someone you know well, or you struggle to finish a sentence, or you walk into a room and forget why you went there. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? To feel your mind slipping away, to sense that the world is becoming a little less clear, a little less bright. But the good news is it doesn't have to be this way. You can keep your mind sharp, engaged, and vibrant, no matter your age. The key is to treat your brain like a muscle. Just like your legs need walking to stay strong, your brain needs exercise to stay sharp. And the best part, exercising your brain can be fun, rewarding even, joyful. Start with something simple. Pick up a book you've always wanted to read. Not just any book. Choose something that challenges you, that makes you think, that transports you to another world or time. Let yourself get lost in the pages. Let your mind wander. Let your imagination dance. Or try a puzzle, a crossword, a Sudoku, a jigsaw puzzle. These little challenges are like weightlifting for your brain. They keep your mind agile, your memory sharp, and your focus strong. And the sense of accomplishment when you complete one, it's a little burst of joy. A reminder that you're still capable of learning, of solving, of thriving. But don't stop there. Think about something you've always wanted to learn. Maybe a new language, a musical instrument, or a craft like knitting or painting. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just needs to be new. The process of learning, of making your brain work in new ways, is like watering that neglected garden. It brings everything back to life. And let's not forget about social interactions, engaging in meaningful conversations, sharing stories, reminiscing about old times. These are powerful exercises for your brain. When you talk to someone, you're not just exchanging words, you're connecting, remembering, recalling, and staying present. In the front, one of the most powerful ways to keep your mind engaged is to stay curious. Ask questions. Seek out new experiences. Watch a documentary. Visit a museum. Or simply take a different route on your walk and notice the world around you. Curiosity keeps the mind alive, vibrant, and open to new possibilities. But maybe the most important exercise for your brain is this: be kind to yourself. Too often, we beat ourselves up for forgetting a name or losing our train of thought. We tell ourselves we're getting old, that our best days are behind us. But that kind of self-talk only reinforces the decline. Instead, practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that your brain has carried you through decades of life, through the ups and downs, the joys and the sorrows. It's a remarkable, complex organ, and it deserves care, attention, and gratitude. So today, do one thing, just one, to nourish your mind. Read a chapter of that book, do a crossword call, an old friend, or try something completely new. Because every moment you spend engaging your brain is a moment you're investing in your future self, the self who wants to remember names, tell stories, and live life fully awake and present. Remember, it's never too late to begin. Your mind is still a garden waiting to be watered, waiting to bloom again. And with a little care, a little attention, and a little curiosity, you can keep it thriving, vibrant, alive, and full of life's colors. Habit 5. Dwelling on regret, the weight that holds you back. Think back for a moment to the things you wish you had done differently, the words left unsaid, the chances you didn't take, the mistakes you made. Maybe it's a missed opportunity, a broken relationship, or a moment when you didn't stand up for yourself. And maybe those regrets still linger in the corners of your mind, echoing softly when the room is quiet, replaying themselves like old worn-out tapes. We all have regrets. It's part of being human. But what happens when those regrets become the story we keep telling ourselves over and over again? What happens when we hold on to them so tightly that they start to weigh us down, pressing on our hearts and robbing us of the joy in the present? Regret is like carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones, each one representing a mistake, a wrong choice, or a missed opportunity. The longer we carry that backpack, the heavier it feels. And yet so many of us keep holding on to it, convinced that we deserve the burden, or that letting it go would mean dismissing what happened. But here's the truth. You don't have to carry that weight anymore. Holding on to regret doesn't change the past. It doesn't erase what happened. It doesn't make things right. All it does is keep you stuck, anchored to a moment that's already begun, preventing you from moving forward. So what can you do instead? How do you let go of the past without losing the lessons it taught you? It begins with forgiveness, not just for others, but for yourself. Forgiving yourself isn't about pretending that the mistakes didn't happen or that the hurt wasn't real. It's about recognizing that you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. It's about offering yourself the same compassion and understanding that you would offer to a dear friend. Would you tell someone you love that they are unworthy of happiness because of one mistake? Of course not. So why say that to yourself? Try this. Write yourself a letter of forgiveness. Acknowledge the mistakes, the regrets, the things you wish you had done differently. Pour it all out onto the page. The anger, the sadness, the guilt. And then, when you're ready, write the words you need to hear. I forgive you. You were doing the best you could. It's okay to let this go now. And then let it go. Tear up the letter, burn it, or tuck it away. Somewhere safe. It's not about forgetting. It's about releasing the grip that regret has on your heart. But what about the things you can't change? The words you can't take back, the opportunities that have passed? How do you find peace with those? You find it by focusing on what you can do now, today, in this moment. Every day is a fresh start. A chance to do something differently, to make a new choice, to reach out to someone you hurt, or to take a step toward a dream you thought had passed you by. Maybe it's a phone call to a friend you lost touch with, an apology that's long overdue, or simply a promise to yourself to be kinder, more present, more grateful. Remember, your life is not defined by the things you didn't do. It's defined by what you choose to do now. The present is where your power lies. The power to forgive, to heal, to create new memories, to open new doors. And as you begin to let go of those regrets, you'll feel lighter, freer, more open to the beauty that still surrounds you. You'll notice the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of birds singing, the laughter of a loved one nearby. You'll remember that life is still happening, right here, right now, and you are still a part of it. So if you find yourself dwelling on the past, take a deep breath, close your eyes, feel the ground beneath your feet. Remind yourself that you are still here, still breathing, still capable of living a life filled with meaning, purpose, and joy. Because the past may hold lessons, but it does not hold your future. You do. And it's never too late to choose a different path, a path where you forgive yourself, release the weight of regret, and step forward with a heart that is lighter open and ready to embrace the life that's waiting for you. As we wrap up today's video, take a moment to reflect on the 5 habits we just talked about. Skipping physical activity, avoiding social interactions, neglecting sleep, hygiene, letting your mind go idle and dwelling on past regrets. These habits may seem small, but over time, they can quietly chip away at the quality of your life. But here's the good news. It's never too late to change. Every single day you have the power to choose differently, to take that walk, make that call, prioritize your sleep, challenge your mind, and let go of the weight of regret. Each small step can lead to profound changes in how you feel, how you live, and how you connect with those around you. Remember, your golden years aren't meant to be spent sitting on the sidelines. They're a time to thrive, to embrace life with open arms, and to make the most of every moment you have. And it all begins with the choices you make today. So which of these 5 habits spoke to you the most? What step will you take today to reclaim your health, your joy, and your independence? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and support you on your journey. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe so you never miss out on more tips and inspiration to help you live your best life. Thank you for watching, and remember, it's never too late to start living fully again. See you in the next one.